from WWL-TV, the spirit of Louisiana. This is Louisiana's news leader, Channel 4's Eyewitness Morning News.
On this week's Fix It Friday, we're introducing you to a decades-old New Orleans organization formed to promote the restoration of the city's historic neighborhoods. And as our own Laura Bucktel shows us, if you're renovating or restoring your home, the folks at the Preservation Resource Center of New Orleans can help in more ways than you might know.
The Preservation Resource Center has been around for over 35 years, and our mission is to basically preserve New Orleans historic architecture and also to promote neighborhood revitalization in historic neighborhoods throughout New Orleans.
Kristen Gislason-Palmer is the executive director of Rebuilding Together, a community redevelopment program that works to revitalize New Orleans neighborhoods. She specializes in helping low-income or elderly residents, but the center is there to help a broader range of homeowners. One big part of the Resource Center is the Salvage Yard. It's a huge area designated for building scraps that will one day be treasures.
We have doors, windows, mantles, bathtubs. You can see lots of lumber and trim wood from the old houses. All these materials that you see behind me and in front of you, which shall we say, is materials that if we did not step in would be in the landfill.
So instead of trashing the bits and pieces from older homes, they sit here waiting to be stripped, refurbished, and placed back on historic New Orleans homes. And they have materials from every type of home and every historic period.
Our materials run the gamut of houses that are being demolished. I mean, we have ironwork from the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, a significant amount of ironwork. But then we also have very old iron fencing and the gates and the fence posts, so which might be over 100 years old. Same with our lumber. And same with the doors. So we might have doors from the Craftsman era or a Greek Revival door. So really, it runs the gamut of the houses and the architecture types in New Orleans. So there's a little something for everybody.
It's a place you have to visit often, digging around for hidden treasures like a scavenger hunt. The center is constantly receiving donations, and new items arrive there daily.
People donate the materials, or we will go out and receive the materials and bring them to the warehouse. So the good thing about this salvage yard, too, for the general public, is when they purchase these materials, they know where the provenance of these items are. They know that if it was the properties would have legitimately been torn down or they were donated. So none of these materials are materials that would have been stolen or taken off of somebody's house unawares. And so our mission really in this operation is to put these materials back on houses throughout New Orleans.
It's become a very popular place for New Orleans rebuilders. Kristen says a lot of their preservationists want to restore their homes to their original look.
Basically, we're seeing a lot of do-it-yourselfers that are renovating their houses themselves that pay a lot more attention to detail, and they want their house to look the way it did, either before the storm, or they're even upgrading. Taking out a door that was put in the 50s and putting back in a door for, that was Greek Revival. We see that often. And then we see a lot of smaller contractors that are coming through. So the contractors that are doing houses throughout the area, they're finding out about us and they're coming through.
The PRC can assist you in your rebuild in other ways. It doesn't just have materials, it also offers experienced contractors and workers who can reconstruct your home or can give you some tips for doing it yourself. So if you're looking to refurbish a home or are smack in the middle of a renovation, this center may be able to help you.
People that are interested in demolishing their house, but they want to do it in an environmentally correct way, meaning we take a house apart piece by piece, you can call us at Rebuilding Together, and then we actually take apart the house and we put the materials back into commerce. It's good for the environment. It's good for the total rebuilding effort of New Orleans.
And that's a win-win for our community and our environment.
Very good.
And Laura Bucktel, another Fix It Friday.